Jerry Bleepin Rice joins us on the River Islands guest line. As all guests on 95.7 The Game appear on the River Islands guest line. Isn't it time for you to discover the islands, River Islands in Lathrop? We got our goat fuel. It's tremendous. It's the Jerry Rice edition. I'm holding up right now on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Jerry's on the screen right now. And Jerry, not only are we going to talk Niners, we'll talk Super Bowl, but first and foremost, we got the NBA All-Star Game, baby, this weekend. And Jerry, you're an All-Star Celebrity Game coach, coaching against Barry freaking Bonds? Are you kidding me? Break this down for me.
Yeah, I'm going to kick his butt. I'm going to kick his butt. What are you talking about, man? This is an all-out war, man.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Barry Bonds? Bring it on, Barry. Let's go, man. Let's go. I got my team. My team is ready to go. I'm fired up. Okay, man, but I'm going to try to sneak some of that goat fuel in there and get my team all fired up. Yeah.
Forget a Gatorade bath. You need a goat fuel bath after you win.
Hey, did you guys bet on that? The color of the Gatorade?
No, Carter did. Carter, what was it? It was yellow?
It ended up being yellow. I bet blue.
Oh, he bet blue. Yeah, he's a degenerate, Jerry. You know?
Man, you can bet on so many things now, man. You probably can bet on, what guys are wearing underneath their uniform. You know, it's crazy now. Hey. Who's going to score the first touchdown? Who's going to throw the first interception?
How are you going to deal with, let's say, I'm going to use this guy. Like, let's say Drewski or T.O. is frustrated because you're not giving him enough playing time. How are you going to deal with that, Coach Jerry?
What were you talking about, man? Look, you deserve. Hey, look, if you put the work in, you deserve to be on the floor. Okay, Drewski, here's the deal. All right, I already have had a conversation with him.
Okay,
I told him, I said, man, you're going to be like you're going to be like my role player. Okay, I want you to be that enforcer. I want you to be just go in there and just knock people over and just cause commotion. That's all I want him to do. I know what he wants. He wants that MVP. Terrell Owens, he wants that MVP. So somehow I'm gonna have to, I don't think I'm gonna play both of them at the same time. Maybe I go, like that 2-1-2.
Oh yeah.
Maybe maybe go 3-2. I'm trying to decide how, what type of zone I want to play. If I want to play man to man, Drewski, I don't know. That might not be a good fit for him playing man-to-man.
Well, no, I was just thinking about it. You were teammates with T.O. Now you're coaching him.
That's great.
How are we talking to T.O. coach as opposed to being his teammate, Jerry?
Hey, very quiet. No, man, it's going to be fun to see T.O. because I know T.O., man. T.O. is one of the most gifted athletes, that's going to be out there on that basketball court, and he's going to want to, do something special. He's probably going to dunk the ball. He's probably going to be shooting threes, doing everything, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It feels a little weird because I'm actually not going to be on the floor. Playing or, doing anything like that. But I'm going to be representing, man, because, after this Super Bowl, oh, my God, man. Hey, look, I just got to jump in. Can I dive into that just for a second?
Go ahead, yeah.
Please.
I'm mad, Jerry. I'm mad because we weren't even close, and the Eagles winning. I hate the Eagles. I can't stand the Chiefs. Like, I'm just pissed. I don't know. How are you feeling?
But wait. You got to go for the NFC. I mean, Niners, NFC West and stuff like that. So I was pulling for them, but I knew that defensive line had to get to Patrick Mahomes. Then that secondary had to hold up where he couldn't throw the ball, quickly and get rid of it. And they had him running around like his head was cut off. He didn't know what hit him. Travis Kelce, I think he was upset because Taylor Swift got booed.
Yeah.
So I think that destroyed his game. But I'm just joking about that. But Travis had that look on his face, like, man, like, what is going on? Like, like walking around, they were like zombies, man. They couldn't, they couldn't put a finger on, that defense. They couldn't stop them. And they couldn't cross the 50-yard line, for a long, long time.
No, Jerry, it's interesting you bring that up, and we're talking to the GOAT, Jerry Rice, right now, courtesy of the River Islands guest line at Spadoni and Chasky. And I think about all those Super Bowls and all those dominating wins you guys had in the Super Bowl. You had some close ones, but you also had some dominating ones. Then you go to the Raiders and you're part of another Super Bowl, but it's on the flip side, the first time in your career. Did you know early on in that game, like I'm sure the Chiefs fans felt and the Chiefs players felt early on, it's like, oh boy, we might be in trouble in this one. Did you feel like that when you guys played Tampa?
Well, yeah. You know, you can feel that momentum, and you know you got to do something special. You need to, somehow change that. And I think with KC, they tried to do that, but they just didn't have an answer for it. And, for us, it was the same way in that Super Bowl. We actually didn't want to throw the football. We wanted to run the football. We had Tyrone Wheatley. We had Charlie Garner, and we were going to pound that rock, man, until we woke up the morning of the Super Bowl and we found out that our center was in Mexico in a ditch, drunk. So that destroyed everything. But, yeah, I think they knew that they had a fight on their hands, but they couldn't do anything to get that momentum on their side. And I always said that you win championships with defense. You win championships with defense. And that defense made a statement, and they pretty much just took it out of the officials' hands because they just blew them out. It could have easily been 40-0. They gave them a couple freebies towards the end, but man, what a game by the Philadelphia Eagles.
What about like waking up in the morning and everybody's reporting that Deebo Samuel is requesting a trade and that the Niners are granting him the trade? It was just, I was like, man,
make your
really?
mind up. Make your mind up. Well, because they said they were shopping Deebo during the season. There was rumors going on and stuff like that. So I think maybe Deebo got a little offended by that, and he just feels like he's not that main guy anymore. They got other receivers that's making plays, and he won out. And I think he probably, if I know Deebo, he probably wants to go to the Commandos, the Washington Commandos.
Wow.
And because of that quarterback, Jalen Daniels. I think they have some type of relationship, but I guess they just have to do what they have to do. But they need to get this issue resolved.
So take me back to your last year with the Niners. I know it was a tough one and the kind of the way it went all down, but everybody says it's a business. It's a business, but obviously there's a lot of emotions. This is where your family was raised. This is the team that you've been with your entire career. How difficult is it as a player going through the season, kind of knowing like via the tea leaves, hey, I'm not coming back here? How hard is that as a player to show up every day, give your all, and know that maybe the team doesn't want you anymore?
Yeah, that's hard, man. That's a hard one to swallow. I actually have never been in that position. I just felt because towards the end, Bill Walsh always wanted to, retire his key players. He didn't want those players to be around way too long. And, I was lucky that I got the opportunity to go right across the bay with the Raiders because I didn't have to uproot my family or do anything like that. And when I went to Seattle, I pretty much stayed in the hotel and also Denver. But that's hard, man, to go in there every day knowing that you're being shopped around and the team actually that they don't want you to still have the focus and that drive to, help your team to win.
Well, it's a good point because that brings me to my next one. Jimmy Butler is now a Golden State Warrior. And obviously we know it took place in Miami. That's in Miami. He's now a Golden State Warrior. Yeah. And he's trying to ingratiate himself into this locker room that has a lot of egos, that has championship pedigree, that has Steph Curry, Steve Kerr, Draymond Green now. What was it like for you to go from the Niners locker room and then you're going to the Raiders locker room? You got John Gruden, you had touchdown Timmy Brown there. You had a lot of these different characters there. What did you need to do as Jerry Rice to ingratiate yourself in the locker room? Or was it as simple as, hey, man, I'm here to get to work and I'm just going to be who I am?
Hey, just go in and do your thing, man. And I think, with Jimmy Butler, he's doing that. He's like that dog, and you can hear it, man. You can see it circling in the locker room. They like, what they see and what he brings to the table. And he just, going out there playing football. I mean, not playing football, but playing basketball and, just letting everything just happen. He doesn't feel like he got to, have all the weight on his shoulders or anything like that. It's Steph Curry, and Draymond Green, got so many playmakers. So, just going out there and just doing this thing. And I think he already won that locker room over, man. And they're excited to have him on the team.
As Jerry Rice, I'm sure you've met a variety of celebrities, of famous athletes. Who's the guy that you want to go up and meet at the All-Star game? I mean, who's the guy that, all right, you get into the floor, you're looking around, you're like, I got to make a beeline and go talk to that player or that celebrity, that guy.
Oh my God. That's a good one, man, because I never try to actually, just throw myself into someone's space. If they want, to have a conversation with me or something like that, I'm down for it. But, man, if anyone, I got to go mess with Charles Barkley, man. Charles, here's the deal, man. Charles, for some reason, he hates the Golden State Warriors. He hates the Warriors. He feels like California, that he said something about we got just rats here. Like, Charles doesn't even have a ring. Charles can't talk, man. He doesn't have a ring. Until you have a ring on your finger, Charles Barkley, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you need to chill, brother. I'll see you in Lake Tahoe or something like that. But you don't have a ring, man. You can't talk about the Warriors or anything like that.
Oh, we're talking to Jerry Rice here, the GOAT on the River Islands guest line in the morning roast with Spadoni and Shasky. He's going to be coaching in the All-Star Celebrity Game. He's going to be coaching against Barry freaking Bonds. What's the relationship with Barry like, Jerry?
Man, Barry and I are pretty cool, but we competitive. Hey, it's going to be on, man. I want to take him down. Barry Bonds, Barry used to, he used to shorten down on the bat and hit home runs and stuff like that, like it was nothing. I think Barry came over to my house one day, man. That was when I was still here in Atherton. And Barry, Barry was this guy. He was supposed to be known as this workout fanatic guy and stuff like that. So he came over to pick my brain. He's talking to me and stuff like that. He said, well, Jerry, hey, look, I don't have to be a well-conditioned athlete. I just have to be able to run from first base to third base. Hey, guys, the entire hour he talked about himself. I had to listen to Barry for an hour just talk about himself, how great he is, and all of that. So yeah, I'm looking to try to take him down.
A little birdie has seen him at the driving range a lot lately, hitting golf balls. How many rounds of golf have you guys played?
I played in a couple events where he played and stuff like that, and he loves golf, man. And come on, baseball players, hockey players, that hand-eye coordination and stuff like that, they're gonna hit it long, man. So I think he's really in it. Now, if you want to go a mono, and for 18 holes, hey, I'm down for it because I would just beat him down completely.
Oh, I love it.
Oh man, we got Jerry freaking Rice here joining us here, and Jerry, going back to the Niners real quick because there is a lot to unpack here. Joe was freaking out after the Super Bowl, and to your point, I was with you, by the way. I was rooting for the Eagles. There's no chance in hell I'm rooting for Patrick Mahomes to three-peat. Are you kidding me? I don't want him tying Joe Montana with the Super Bowl rings. I don't want that. Hell no. So for him to get humbled a little bit, shout out Kendrick Lamar. Did you enjoy? Real quick, did you enjoy the halftime show?
Oh man, I loved it, man. I was up getting my move on, dancing and stuff, and when Serena Williams came out and she was crip walking, and God, it was great, man. I just, there were so many messages sent in there. I'm not going to get into all of that, but it was just amazing. This guy, he's so talented, and the part when he was walking and across stage, and he looked into the camera and said, "Hey Drake, I'll hit you like I'm young." And, you know, and when he said that and stuff like that, I knew he was in complete control, and he was out there just to entertain.
Right. I don't know who had a more dominating performance. Was it the Eagles or was it Kendrick against Drake? But I did want to get to this because, you know, we touched on Deebo, and that's the Sunday morning of the Super Bowl, and stuff like that is already getting leaked out there. He reports to Adam Schefter. He says, hey, Adam, I want to get out of here. How important is this offseason for the 49ers to be drama-free? So, you know, you got Deebo here, but there's so much drama baked into last year. You lost the Super Bowl. Brandon Ayuk was disgruntled. You know, Trent Williams was disgruntled. You had this Christian McCaffrey extension. Christian McCaffrey barely even plays last year. He has injuries. You know, there's so much baked into it. How important is this offseason for the team to, you know, to just dismiss all the distractions and be completely focused on getting back to the Super Bowl level?
Well, I think it was very important to sign our defensive coordinator. Now we got him all set and stuff like that. And, you know, he's the highest paid. And I think he's going to bring that back, what we need. We need to have that dog on defense, you know, where that they go out and intimidate the opponent. But we don't want to see what happened. We don't want to happen this year what happened last year. We don't want all of those distractions. We want all of this stuff taken care of, you know, before going to training camp. We need to get Brock done. We need to get that all situated. Last year, you know, we had Brandon Ayuk. We had so many distractions, and I think it really ended up hurting the team. And we need to have a clean slate going into training camp where these guys can just work on their craft and get ready for the season.
When you watched the Eagles and their aggressiveness, specifically on these fourth down plays and just overall the way that they played football, what's the one element that you want the Niners to do next year? Whether it's the coach, the aggressiveness, the style of play, draft.
I want it all. You know, even if we have to go with the tush push, I don't care, man. Whatever it takes for us to, you know, get back to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60 is going to be in our house. In our house. It's only fitting. Well, you know, I know they have to earn it, but the San Francisco 49ers, right now, the players, they should be talking about this. Hey, look, we got to get to the Super Bowl. Well, the Super Bowl is here. We got to win it. It's at home. It's convenient. It's perfect. And you know, I'm looking forward to just seeing how everything is going to come together. But no distractions, anything like that. Everybody signed and ready, and everybody got to buy into from day one winning the Super Bowl. Not just winning, you know, football games, but winning the Super Bowl.
It's a great point. Levi Stadium, Super Bowl 60 next year. As long as it's not raining, Jerry, I'm going to feel great if the 49ers are there and their chances.
Well, you talking about rain, man? Come on, man. You fair weather
exactly.
guy? You fair weather guy or something like that?
Come on, man.
Hey, I'm just saying. I got some concerns about the quarterback and the weather, Jerry. I'm just going to say it right now. All right?
You know what, man? No. None of that. Whatever it brings, we got to be ready for, and I feel like we'll be ready for it.
Hey, Jerry, you're going to be ready this Friday at the Celebrity All-Star Game. Team Rice versus Team Bonds.
Yeah, take out Bonds. Take him out. You know he's going to be chirping.
Even if I have to run through him and tackle him. Hey, if I have to run through him and tackle, if he steps on the floor or something like that, you know, he's going down.
He's a bicyclist now. He's lost a little bit of weight. He's not as strong as he used to be. I got my money on you right now.
Hey, I got my workout this morning. I got my goat fuel.
Let's go.
Ready to go. Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Hell yeah.
Always enjoy you guys. All right.
Hey,
appreciate it, Jerry.
We'll be watching, man. Have a great one.
All right, I'm looking for Charles Barkley though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find Charles. I'm gonna find him.
I'm gonna
have all my rings. I'm gonna have all my rings so I can put it in his face.
It's gonna be Shaq and it's gonna be Jerry right there. That's Jerry Rice.